Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. As you can see, I am going to be playing American Truck Simulator today. I might have to take some pauses throughout today's video, so if I do, it's not going to look any different to you guys because of editing. But either way, just wanted to give that warning just in case there's any like weird skips in the footage or anything like that. I am going to be driving the Marmon 57p, and I am using the Fruehauf trailer. I believe that's how it's pronounced. I'm not sure if it's not pronounced Fruehauf. Somebody can correct me in the comments. Both of these, the truck and the trailer, are by Half Fast Gaming, and they are available through Half Fast Gaming's Patreon, which I will link in the description down below. I'm going to be honest, there's going to be a ton of things that I'm going to kind of talk through in the video and things that I'm going to need to leave links for, so all that's going to be down in the description. You can just find anything you want there. I'll make sure I make it really clear which link you're clicking on and stuff like that. So yeah, make sure you check out the description below for all those links if you're interested in any of these mods or anything like that. So we're going to go ahead and get the truck started here. Oh, I changed my key bindings and I forgot. I changed my key bindings like right before we moved, and now that we're in the new place, it's been like 2 weeks since I've played, so I forget what my key bindings are. But anyways, there's the startup. And we are going to get a load. Let's see what it is. I don't even remember now. It is a load of furniture. So we're going to go ahead and go pick up that load of furniture, and we are going to be heading to Las Vegas. Las Vegas just got a big update in the 1.38 open beta, which is what I am using. So that's why we're going to head that way. I'm going to try and show off this truck from the outside view as much as I can, so that you guys can get a really good idea of what the truck and trailer look like, and make a decision on if it's something that you think is worth getting, which I think it is. Half Fast Gaming's Patreon is only $3 a month at the minimum, and that gets you access to literally all the mods that he has, the ones that are exclusive to Patreons only. You get early access to all the public mods. It's so far and above beyond all the other offers that you get for American Truck Simulator mods, really quite a great deal, so definitely something you should check out. Again, I will leave the link for that in the description below. I also want to give a big shout out to Jeff from Half Fast Gaming. He has been an amazing mentor to me and has helped me out with a lot of my modding and stuff. And he actually sent me a new mic recently, which is why I was so excited to make this video. I now have a new mic, so hopefully the quality is much better. You guys can hear me a lot better, and it sounds good. So we're gonna go ahead and get this load of furniture. Say take the job. We are loading up here. I'm gonna go ahead and head on over to the load up spot. We'll go ahead and back it on in. Let's see which one are we gonna be in. Oh, we're over here. Interesting. Okay. I haven't had to load up over to the side like this before. I've never had a load where it wasn't in one of those bays. So this is something new for me. Always like seeing something new. I should probably go ahead and turn on my headlights. It's still a little early in the day. I think it's like 7 AM in the game right now. So I probably should turn on my headlights. We're gonna go ahead and back up into this spot. I also want to say that the skin that I'm using, this does not come with the mod, but it is in the Steam Workshop. I will leave a link to that as well. It is by Polly. He makes a ton of really great skins. I've actually used some of his skins as templates for my own skins. Obviously I can't release those to the public without asking for his permission, so that's why I haven't seen any of those, but definitely great skins and great for templates if that's something you're interested in. I'm going to go ahead and shut the truck down here and get loaded up, and I will be right back with you guys in just a second. Alright, we are all loaded up. Well, I unfortunately made a rookie mistake, and I actually recorded the entire, well, I thought I recorded the entire trip to Las Vegas, and then I went to look back at the footage, and it wasn't there. So I guess I never hit start recording, or I did, and it just didn't register, or something. But you live and you learn. So that was a big mistake. That sucked. Thankfully, the trip here, the trip from Kingsman to Las Vegas isn't very long, so, I mean, at least I didn't, record for like an hour and then go back to look at it and it was all gone. That would have been a nightmare. It's only like, I don't even know, 15 minutes maybe, so, still sucks, of course, but at least it's not as bad as it could have been. I think the main reason I'm bummed out about it... Oh god, I'm totally gonna cut this guy off. Oops. The main reason I'm bummed out about it is because the last few ATS videos I've done, I haven't felt like super confident about. I watched them back and there was a lot of really awkward pauses and stuff like that, even in the ones where I said, I didn't want to leave the awkward pauses in. I was planning to cut them out. Even in those ones, I still left in a bunch of awkward pauses. So I have to say I wasn't feeling too confident about those ones, and then I recorded this one and I was feeling confident about it. I didn't really have many awkward pauses or anything. I kept talking for most of the most of the video, and I was like, wow, this is great, I can't wait to look back at that footage and see what I think. And then I went to look back at the footage and it wasn't there. So that sucks, but life goes on. I'm gonna just do the same load again. Why not, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get on the freeway just for a split second here, and then we're gonna head off and go towards Las Vegas. While the truck was loading up, and before I went through that the phase of thinking I was recording when I wasn't, I did change up my OBS settings a little bit. I noticed that the first clip before loading up was a little laggy, and I wanted to try and fix it. I don't know if it actually did or not. I did a few tests and it looked better, but it still lagged a little bit. Either way, even if it is still lagging, I'm just going to go ahead and upload this anyway because I'm going through the time of recording it, so might as well just upload it anyway. I mean, you'll still be able to hear my voice. My voice doesn't lag at all, it's just the game. So, I mean, worst case scenario, it looks a little laggy. Why are you stopping, dude? Oh my god. Okay, whatever. Now he's gonna go through red, that's fine. Anyways, so yeah, like my game, to me this doesn't look laggy at all. Like my game looks fine, but then when you go back through to OBS, it's laggy. And I've tried a bunch of different settings, a bunch of different things to fix the lag, and it still seems like it lags a bit, so yeah, nothing I can really do about that for this video at least. It's not worth going through and spending an hour or whatever. I don't have a ton of time to record a day, I guess is what I'm saying, so I'm just gonna go with what I get. You might have noticed when using the interior view that I am not using my eye tracker. I'm just using the steering base rotation, as you can see, and the reason for that is that I'm trying something new with the recording to hopefully help weed out the awkward pauses and make it so that I know what I want to talk about more, because what happens in a lot of the videos before is I start driving and then I just totally blank out on all the things I wanted to talk about. I forget literally everything, and I spend 5 minutes sitting there in silence trying to remember the things that I want to talk about, and I can't think of them. So what I've been doing is over the last few days, because I've been planning to make this video for a few days. Excuse me. Oh man, letting out a few burps there. Never hurts. Anyways, what I've been doing over the last few days is when I think of a topic that I might want to talk about during my next ATS video or whatever video, I jot it down on my phone. I just make a little note of it, and so now what I'm doing is while I'm recording, I'm looking down at my notes to see what the things were that I wanted to talk about. And so far it seems like it's helping a lot. In the other video that I recorded, and you guys won't get to see because I didn't actually record, I had like one really big awkward pause, but that was it, which is a huge upgrade. So I'm hoping that maybe, you know, the second go around this will be even better. But yeah, I made it all the way to the end spot, and I actually almost ran out of time for finishing talking about all the things that I wanted to, and that was without this whole spiel that I started with this time, which was about, you know, the mistake of my recording. So hopefully I can fit through my notes and go. I don't know what I was trying to say there. Hopefully this time I can go through my notes again and still be able to think of all the things I want to talk about, because I did go on a little bit of a few, like, what's the word I'm looking for, like side quests, but with talking. I can't think of the word right now, where, you know, I just kind of went off of a tangent. That's the word I'm looking for. I went on a tangent. So we'll see if I go on those same tangents again while talking through it the second time. So yeah, that's why I'm not using the eye trackers, because of the notes. But yeah, I think it's been working pretty great. So the next thing I want to talk about is the fact that Idaho is coming. SCS has, like, they had a really long awkward gap where there was no blogs about Idaho, nothing. I mean, it almost was like they had forgotten about it or something. I mean, it was weird, you know. I'm in a group chat with, you know, a lot of ATS players, and we were all just like, okay, what's going on with Idaho? We haven't heard anything about it in weeks. And then all of a sudden they came out with like 4 Idaho blog posts within, or 3 Idaho blog posts and 1.38 open beta blog post over like a span of a few weeks. So I mean, I guess they're getting moving. But along with that, I think it was a little weird how last year was their first year where they did two states in 1 year, and they were both decent sized states, you know. It was Utah and Washington, I believe. And Idaho is like, I mean, it's got that panhandle, which makes it look a little bigger, but I mean, in the reality, it's probably about the same size as Washington. And they got Washington out in like the beginning or middle of June, and right now it's, you know, we're already at the end of June basically, and we don't have Idaho yet. So I have some speculation, and the other guys in the group chat said that they think I might be right too, and they also were thinking the same thing, which is that I think Idaho is I think Colorado is gonna come out with Idaho, either with it or like very, very soon after it. And the reason I think that is because they, in the 1.38 open beta, which is what I'm on right now, they added a road in New Mexico that leads up to Colorado, and they mentioned that very clearly in the blog. They were like, we added this road so that it can connect to Colorado, so they're not really hiding anything there. And then along with that, when I get down to the light, I'll pause and I'll show you, as long as the light stays red. There's a spot on the map where, in Colorado, where a rest stop is showing up, like a sleeping spot. Yeah, right there. So I think that it's not super unrealistic to believe that Colorado might be coming either with Idaho or very soon after Idaho. So I guess we'll just have to see, but I definitely think it's possible, and that would be awesome. I am already super excited for Idaho. I definitely think I would drive that one more, even if they did both come out at the same time. But still, having Colorado, I mean, that would be pretty incredible, and that would put SCS well ahead of schedule. You know, obviously, that will have been 2 DLCs within 7 months rather than 2 DLCs within, you know, an entire year, which makes it so that maybe, you know, they might be able to get a 3rd state out in December, or maybe, you know, early next year they can release another 2 DLCs or something like that. I definitely think it would show that SCS is going in the right direction, which I think is pretty obvious that they already did. So yeah, let me know, comment down below what you guys think, if you guys think I'm crazy for thinking that Colorado's going to come out at the same time as Idaho, or if you think that it is possible. if you do think it's possible, maybe let me know if you think it's going to come out at the same time as Idaho, or if you think it might come out like maybe a few weeks after. I'm interested to see what you guys think. But moving on from that topic, we have made it into Las Vegas. So as you can see on my map there, most of this is undiscovered to me technically because of the fact that they revamped it. So this stuff is all new to me. I haven't, well, I quote unquote haven't driven through here yet. Obviously I did when I did the first recording that didn't record, but this is still relatively new to me, and I think it looks great. I'm very impressed with how much of an improvement it is, and although I'm not doing it today, I'm very excited for the fact that when I have a load that goes through Las Vegas, you know, I won't actually have to drive through Las Vegas. I'll just be able to drive on the freeway and just bypass it. That was one thing that bothered me, along with a ton of other people, was the fact that, you know, you had to drive into Las Vegas, stop at all these red lights, go 30 miles an hour, you know, all this stuff. It was so annoying. Everybody was complaining about it, and finally SCS answered our prayers and we are now able to drive through. There's a bypass on the freeway. You don't have to stop at all. I am very excited to finally be able to drive that at some point. Obviously, again, not today, but I am looking forward to the time that I do. So when I do, maybe it'll be during a video, maybe it won't. We'll have to see. But yeah, I am so looking forward to that, and seeing how big of an improvement it was for Las Vegas. I'm excited to see if SCS does revamps of other older places. Like I would love to see a full revamp of California. I know that's like a lot to ask, but you know, they did it in ETS2, where they did a revamp of one of the countries. Oh jeez. Oh, okay, stop in time. They did a revamp of one of the countries, and it turned out great. Everybody loved it, and I think that would be really cool for them to do that with California, especially again with seeing how the Las Vegas revamp turned out. I think they could do a great job with California. I know right now a lot of people don't drive through there because, I mean, you know, the base game came out in 2014, I believe it was, which means that's when California came out, and they haven't done any major revamps of California since then. So, I mean, California was made with 2014 technology, and that makes it so that a lot of people probably don't want to drive through there. Along with that, a lot of people don't want to drive through California because of the 55-mile-an-hour speed limit, which myself included. I don't drive through there a lot in the game just because I hate the 55-mile-an-hour speed limit, which seems so ridiculous because, like, I drive through Oregon all the time and the speed limit there is 60, you know, but for some reason that 5 miles an hour makes such a big difference to me. I know it sounds ridiculous, but that's just the way it is. I can't help it if that's the way I am, you know. That's just how I feel. So, along with that, I also used to live in California, so it's like I moved out of California for a reason, and it's, you know, it's just because I don't enjoy it there too much. So obviously when I play a video game, I want to do things that I enjoy, and if I don't enjoy being in California, why would I drive through California, you know? So I don't know, if they did a revamp, I would probably check it out, but you know, we'll have to see. I'm sure a lot of other people would be stoked to get a revamp. All this being said, though, I'm not saying that SCS isn't doing a great job. I'm not saying like, oh, SCS, why haven't you done this yet? You know, that's not the case at all. I just think that it would be cool to see someday, and I do think that they'll do it someday, but when that day is, who knows. We are almost to our destination here. Gonna make this right turn, go into the outside view here for you guys. Because I've driven this already, I know. We're coming up here on the, I'm gonna make a right turn, and then on the left there's gonna be a new rest stop, and it looks great. SCS did a really great job with this rest stop. You can see it on the map here. It's huge. I mean, they added a massive rest stop here, and I've noticed that it looks like there's more trucks in this rest stop than there normally is at rest stops in American Truck Simulator. So I think that's cool that they added a lot of AI in the rest stop, and it looks great. So we are gonna keep on chugging along though here. We're not gonna stop at the rest stop. You might have heard my character yawn. He is tired. But I mean, we're literally right here, so why would I stop and rest, you know? And then I would have to finish off the video in the dark, and you know, that wouldn't be very entertaining for you guys. So we're just gonna go ahead and finish off here. Yeah, I like I said, I was hoping that this video wouldn't have any awkward pauses, and I don't think it really did. I mean, there were a few, you know, normal pauses that to just kind of gather my thoughts for a quick second, but nothing like what I had done the times before. So even with the second recording, I was worried that, you know, maybe I would get in my own head and it wouldn't turn out great, but I definitely think it still turned out well. I think I still touched on almost all of the topics that I did before. But yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and back up into this spot, and then I will do my little outro bit. So I'm going to keep quiet for a second here while I back up. You know what, I guess I could just do my outro now while I'm backing up. So yeah, that's going to do it for today's video then. I hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely, if you have not checked out Half-Assed Gaming's Patreon yet, you should do it. If you have Half-Assed Gaming mods from the Steam Workshop and you enjoy them, I guarantee you that $3 is so worth it. To pay for the Patreon. You get all kinds of cool stuff. You get early access to all the mods that you already love, if they are the mods from the Steam Workshop. So definitely should check it out. Excuse me. Thank you again to Jeff for my new mic. I love it. I've already, you know, done a few tests and the quality is so much better. So thank you to Jeff for that. I will leave a link, like I said earlier in the video, I'll leave a link to everything you guys will need down in the description below. But that's going to be it. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.